Good morning, class 12 bio. Today we will be discussing the topic menstrual cycle. You all know that in female primates the reproductive cycle is called as menstrual cycle, and the age at which the menstrual cycle begins, then this beginning is called as menarche. And in female, this cyclic process is repeated at an average interval of about 28 to 29 days. Now, let us talk about the significance of this cycle, which is called as menstrual cycle. We know that one ovum is released during ovulation in the middle of menstrual cycle. Before we discuss about it, let us see this diagram. This is going to tell you everything about this whole concept. You all can see this is the cycle which is shown from first day to 28th or 29th day. And this is the condition of uterus. And this is the condition of ovary. Okay, this is uterus condition, and this whole middle diagram is representing the condition of each ovary. Now, when within the ovary, the follicles are developing. I told you yesterday, primary oocyte develops the layer. When there is one layer, it is primary follicle. Okay, when there are two layers on primary oocyte, it is secondary follicle. When three layers, tertiary follicle. And when it becomes a mature structure, it is called as Graafian follicle. I hope this is clear to you from yesterday's topic. Now, you all see here in the diagram that within the ovary, when follicles are developing, then this side in uterus, the menstruation is going on. That is, first phase is going on. That means the uterine layer is shown here in the diagram, thin layer. Blood vessels are rupturing, they are going out of the vaginal opening in the form of cellular debris. So that means when the follicles they develop, the menstruation, that means bleeding occurs. Now you all can see the next phase, which starts from 6th to round about 13th or 14th day, which is called follicular phase. At that time you can see ovulation occurs. The follicles they become mature and the ovulation occurs. You see that ova is released almost on the 14th day of 29 days cycle. Is it clear? So on 14th day, ovum is released, and this ovum will be picked up by the fimbriae of fallopian tube, which will move to the ampulla and isthmus region where fertilization will happen, that we discussed yesterday. So this ovulation will release this ova on the 14th day of the whole 28 or 29 days cycle, and after the release of ova, you see from 15th day till 29th day, the Graafian follicle become empty and is known as corpus luteum. At this time, corpus luteum grows in size. That's why it is written here, developing corpus luteum. And if suppose the ovum does not get fertilized, then this corpus luteum start degenerating. It is regression of corpus luteum. That means the corpus luteum will going to diminish. And you can see the uterus condition. At this time, the uterus lining is thick, endometrium has become full of blood vessels because it is ready to receive the fertilized ovum. If suppose the fertilization does not happen, pregnancy does not happen, then this uterine layer will slough off along with the blood, and again this cycle will take place. So you all can see the phases: menstruation, first phase, follicular phase, secretory phase. You all can see that the membrane is full of blood vessels, nourished with the blood vessels. That's why it is called, the third phase is called secretory phase. And after the secretory phase, you all can see the next cycle start taking place. Now let us look upon the hormone also. You all can see when the follicles are developing, at that time FSH of pituitary gland is active. See here, the FSH of pituitary gland is helping the follicles to develop, and the growing follicle will secrete estrogen. At this time, estrogen hormone will be secreted by ovarian follicles. We all know that estrogen, progesterone are secreted in ovary only. So estrogen will be secreted by developing follicle under the influence of FSH of pituitary. I think you all know the full form of FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. Now after the ovulation, the corpus luteum, which is a yellow body, starts secreting progesterone. I am writing P here. This is progesterone, this is representing progesterone, and progesterone level will goes up if suppose fertilization happens. If suppose the fertilization does not happen, progesterone level will go down, and this progesterone is secreted under the influence of LH of pituitary, that is luteinizing hormone. This luteinizing word has come from corpus luteum word only. So LH will help corpus luteum to secrete progesterone. So in this way the whole menstrual cycle keeps on taking place. Okay, I hope you have understood. We will be discussing this in virtual class as well. So you read this topic, menstrual cycle. If any doubt is there, you can call me and ask. The last topic is menopause. At the age of from 45 to 50 years, because we know that the number of follicles in female are 60,000 to 80,000 in each ovary. So there is a like limitation. The follicles, when they get over, the female does not reproduce. The process of reproduction stops when a female reaches to this age, 45 to 50 years, and that stage is called as menopause. So you read this topic, this is important, and please do remember these three important phases. This is about ovary, this is about uterus, and this is about pituitary hormone, which helps in secretion of hormone from follicle. FSH will help estrogen secretion, LH will help in progesterone secretion. So thank you everyone, and today due to network issue, virtual class did not happen, but don't worry, we will have virtual class and you can ask your doubts in that. Thank you.